Have you ever had to turn around on a trip due to safety? Experienced epic mountain crossing? Crossed a military training area? This and a little bit more in this episode. And this is the end of this year's Norwegian tour, and in the end I will give you an update on my plans in Asia from October 2024. As you can see, it's raining outside right now. And what to do while it's raining? Then you just brew yourself some coffee and make yourself some oatmeal for breakfast and just wait out the rain, because the weather forecast says it's going to stop within 3 hours and I don't have to check out before 3.5 hours, and I don't have any specific time schedule, so I can just sit here and wait out the rain where it's warm and dry. Now I have to climb up a very busy highway up the first mountain of the day. So let's hope that the cars and the people behind the wheel are considerate to me on the bike. There is so much traffic. And I also have to mention that most of the people and the car that is actually passing me on the road, they are considerate. So most of the time, I'm so thankful for those people that is considerate in making me feel safe and don't risk everybody else's life on the road. But it's those few people, very few people, that are reckless that makes you feel unsafe. Now I'm actually considering hiking with a truck over this mountain, or an RV or something. Since this is a very busy highway and I'm very reluctant actually to move on the bike, because I don't know if there are some tunnels in this incline, because I really do not want to bike through a tunnel on this highway. But I'm going to try to continue this climb over this mountain, but if I don't get to feel more safe very soon, I will just stop on a place and try to get a hike, because safety first. Nothing is worth risking my life. As you can see, this road is quite busy. Campers, trailers, just stay here for a little bit to see if I can hike someone for this mountain, because I don't feel safe right now biking up here, especially in this climbing part, because I go so slow and they are driving so fast. So let's see if I get lucky. After 1 hour, try to hitchhike and with no response, I decided to just bike down back to the campsite again and use the rest of this day to try to figure out how I can move on. See if there are some public transportation I can take over this mountain, because I don't feel safe on this busy highway. And since there is a lot of climb yet to come, or I can meet somebody at the campsite that is willing to transport me over this mountain, or I can study the map to see if I had some other alternatives, some other roads that is not a highway. Let's hope so. Tomorrow I will take my first bus on this trip. I have talked to the locals here and they told me that there are some tunnel maintenance up on the mountain. So all the heavy traffic is now rerouted on the smaller old roads. So that means that even though I would have like pushed myself further up today, it wouldn't have been over for me. But I have also spoken to my uncle, and he told me that if I just take the bus up to a special place on top of the mountain, I will have a very nice scenery and I will then avoid all the heavy traffic. So by listening to the locals and to my uncle, everything has worked out. So tomorrow I will start my day by taking the bus. And now I will just enjoy this scenery. I'm so glad that I took the bus and skipped that climbing part of the mountain. Yeah, the scenery would have been amazing to bike through, but due to the tunnel works maintenance, the roads that I was supposed to bike, you can see that all the traffic was routed in those small old roads, and there had been no space for me and the heavy trucks and buses, so that would have been a nightmare. But now I'm just biking alongside this main road. I'm still enjoying the scenery on top of the mountain. Yes, now I'm over 1,000 meters above sea level, so this is the highest I have been yet, but I haven't climbed it myself, but that's because safety first, always. Thank you, truckers, for being so considerate and make me feel safe, and to share the road. You were amazing. I'm really enjoying to travel like this in slow motion. But sometimes it can feel a little bit reluctant to actually continue the journey, especially after you have had some tough days, weeks on the bike. And when you have been off the bike for a while, and then when you are continuing, that is your last memory. But when you have like a couple of nice days that I have had right now, then this feels more natural, and this is why I'm traveling. Now I'm heading towards Oslo to spend some time with my boys. And on the way there, tomorrow, I will visit an old friend of mine from where I grew up that I also haven't seen in 25 years plus. So I really love this journey to reconnect with old friends and to talk about the old times and to see how they have developed and where they are now in their lives. That gives me so much joy. Planning to get to my old friend tomorrow, but everything has just went so smoothly today, and it's only 4 o'clock and I have 19 kilometers left. So I just called ahead and to see if it was okay for me to arrive one day ahead, and it was. So now it's only 19 kilometers, then I will reunite with an old friend from my childhood. I'm really looking forward to reconnect. I just love days like this when everything just go smoothly and I don't feel that I have pushed myself on the bike or anything. I've just taken it easy, stopped a lot to photograph and stopped for lunch, and I've just taken it easy, but still It's only 4 o'clock and I have now biked 77 kilometers and I have 18 left. I don't know what happened. Now it's 5 o'clock and I'm just 1.7 kilometers away. So these kilometers, they just flew by. I don't know what's happening today, but this is so fun. Now I'm continuing my journey after spending 2 nights with an old friend of mine from my childhood. And yet again, it was such a nice time, and it's so nice to see how people have developed to these fantastic grown-up people with family and good values. I think I will never stop being impressed on how people have developed their own happiness and their own balance in life. I always feel so welcomed, and it feels so heartfelt. Such warmth and a lot of laughter, and go down memory lane. It's always nice. And now, today I actually reconsidered my route, because I was planning heading one place to begin with to stash my bike and panniers and a lot of luggage while I was going to spend time with my boys. But since they now are at holiday, now I'm actually heading back to Gjøvik, where I'll now am going to park my bike for this year's Norwegian tour. But I still have 4, maybe 5 days left of bike touring. So it's still sometimes left on the bike. And then I will just do some bike maintenance and washing and starting to prepare my bike for the Asian tour. And then I will take the train to Oslo to then spend the planned time with Oliver and Jonathan. I'm really looking forward to that.
Now I'm entering a military shooting range area where they have a lot of exercises, and because of my own safety I just called a number on the bottom of that sign and called them to see if it was safe for me to pass their shooting area, and they have no activity right now, so I had to be sure for my own safety. This is my first time entering as a civilian. Now I just passed a milestone of 2,000 kilometers yet on my journey. That is amazing to have passed my first 2,000 kilometers. I'm so happy. Now I can feel that my mentality is shifting, because I find myself now pushing myself a little bit further to gain some more speed, to cover some more kilometers each day, since I have now decided to bike home. And right now, every time I'm someplace where there is nothing special to look at or anything, I just push myself forward. And also because, yes, now it is sun, but the weather forecast for some days now is just rain, if the weather forecast is correct. So that's why I'm now trying to cover as many kilometers as I can without draining myself all to the bottom, but just to see now how far I can push it and maybe get home a little bit earlier because of the rain. Because since I'm doing wild camping and raining, and it's okay for 1 or 2 days, but when you come to day number 3 and so on, then everything is so wet, and I am now trying to avoid that. I like the rain, but not many days in a row. Now, Google Maps just told me to take a left here and just follow the road on the other side of the tracks. And as you can see, there are no roads. So now I need to backtrack for 10 kilometers to choose another route. Luckily, I don't have any stress, so it's okay. Thank you for following my journey up till now. Now I've been off the bike for 2 months and preparing my trip to Asia. I have booked a plane ticket the 8th of October, and I will land in Hanoi in the north of Vietnam in the 9th of October. There I have planned to bike from Hanoi in the north to south of Vietnam, and I will be there for approximately 45 days in Vietnam. Then I will bike into Cambodia, where I have a planned route. I want to see some bats and some caves and a temple, and to walk with elephants. And then I will continue my journey through Laos. And in Laos, I don't have any specific sightseeings, so I will just take it as it comes. And after I have been in Laos for approximately 30 days, then I will enter the north of Thailand. And in Thailand, I'm going to visit a friend of mine that is from Norway that has moved to Thailand. And I will meet him for the first time for some years now. And then after I have been in Thailand for a long time, I'm going to fly home directly from Bangkok. So this is just a loose plan. And I don't know how my adventures will turn out. So my plans can be changed, but my fixed plan is my friend and the 3 different sightings in Cambodia. And everything else, I just take it as it comes. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will follow my journey for 6 months in Asia. See you later, and remember, just keep moving with happiness.